Welcome back to What Arty Noobs with General Disturbance. This is an M44 Tier 6 American SPG. It's located on the eastbourne of Westfield and it's under the command of my Sakurajima. I hope I pronounced that correctly. Sakurajima. Okay, well, M44. It's got a 155mm howitzer with 550 alpha, penetrating up to 39mm of armour with 7 meters burst radius. And I think you can see that my Sakurajima has got 3 marks of excellence on her barrel. 3 marks of excellence. Yes, she's that good. Okay. Very unusual colorations on this Arty, but she's taken a very high position near the bridge and she's now looking for enemy targets. Changing direction, she's going to fire off to the west towards the enemy heavies first. She was intending, I think, to go after the or he or she was intending to go after the mediums, but she's now hitting these enemies hard. She got the first shot, or he got 100 a T150 for 237 and a KV1S for 147. The next round, oh, just killed a KV2R, a blind shot kill. Okay, the enemy is taking quite a plastering. He's loaded. I'm saying that Mai is a man. At least I'm saying I think he's a man. So we'll say from now on he's a man. Very difficult to tell. I'm not that familiar with Japanese names, so I cannot say. And I apologise if you're not a man, but okay, lining up the KV1S. Rounds coming in and he's going back and he drives straight into the shell. That's the way to do it. You aim ahead of where you think they're going to be and put the round in there. Oh, we just took another hit from somebody else as well. So I think there's some blind stun assist there. Rounds out in the KV2. Oh, land short. He didn't go as far forward as we thought he would. But we can adjust for that with the next shot. 2 tanks going together there, the Jackson and the T150. I think he's going to hit the T150 instead. Lines the shell up, rounds out, and lands short, 78 hit points. Okay, he's still trying to get that Jackson. There's the KV1S who's moved forward, rounds out on him. Oh, just shot over the top of him, and the KV2 suddenly appeared out of nowhere. And he's got no hit points, no damage on him yet. We'll make that change very shortly. I think that mine's going to hit him. Yes, he gets some damage this time. 90 hit points. It does appear that the FB304 and the other M44 on this team are all piling the shots in on these guys. Another 2 hit points off the KV1S. Yeah, there are, in some of these cases, 2 Arty players going after the same tank. Okay, Mai's going after the Jackson, who's just reversed back down the slope. Oh, kill shot. 115, so that's 2 kills now to Mai. Lining up the KV2. Don't really want him to derp any of our teammates. Okay, he's backing up. Rounds out. Walks right into that one. 247, sorry. 2 Arty players still going for this guy. Okay, he's almost loaded. 16.08 seconds is the reload time. Premium consumables being used, and that's a direct hit. But Mine's having to turn his attention down to the south because there's some enemy mediums who've managed to kill most of the mediums that went south. There's only 1 medium left guarding that route in. And I think he's in the tree line watching for their movement. There's a T-34-85 and IKV-65-2 down there. We lost 2 boogies, 2 budgies. 2 T-34-85s on that route. Okay, fires a snap in at KV2. Lining another shot up. Hopefully this one will hit both the T150 and the KV2 together. They seem to be sitting together alongside for support. Rounds out. Hits the KV2 for 149, but too far away to stun the 150. And the kill shot goes to the Burt. T150's been tracked. Will mine get a shot on target on this one? Rounds out. Here we go. Yes. Always nice when a target gets tracked and it makes it an easy shot. Whilst he's reloading, he's relocating because, again, we can't trust that those enemy tanks along the south route are not coming in, but just taking their time about doing it. We've got no tank destroyers at the south edge of the valley to stop them or inhibit them, so he's actually safer over here and going up the hill and getting closer to the enemy heavies than facing the mediums. In fact, there are no enemy heavies left at all, so he needs to put some distance between him and those enemies. Quite a colourful Arty. Yep, 3 marks on the barrel. Now the M44 is also on the north edge of the map, and he's now turning back to look, and yes, there is an enemy budgie near our cap area. It's been spotted by the T-34 on our team, and we're now dialing in. And in fact, actually, somebody else has said, in fact, actually, no, it is my that said it. A 3-marked M44 is rare to see. It is actually. You don't see that many of them because lots of people play the M44 and play it well. And so to get 3 marks, you really have to go some. Oh, he got the kill there, but he didn't let us see the kill shot. He pulled away just after he fired. Again, don't advise people to do that because you need to see what happens to the shell so you can adjust your fire accordingly. Now aiming for that ridge line. He's fired one in just to speculatively see, and yeah, he was there, but he was just behind the aim point. So he was stunned. Mine's going to adjust his aim. He's fired at the same spot again, and it fell short this time. Well, they found the enemy Arty. Our tanks are going in to kill them. Oh, well, Jackson got killed by the enemy M44. We're lining up a shot on the other one who's sitting in those bushes. He fires one in. Again, he doesn't look to see what happened. You should do that because you need to know, did you hit or did you not? There's no way that the enemy Arty could work out where he was and counter battery him at this point because he is so far away from the usual spawn points and the usual firing points that there's no way that the enemy could work out where to put the shell, unless of course they sight him, and they haven't spotted him. And the T-34-85 has gone down in through the valley. Oh, stunned. That was the shot from the Burt, killing him. The trouble with going into the village is, of course, these houses do tend to get in the way a bit. They are obstructions at close range. It's carrying along all the spare bits of wall and everything like that. There's the Burt. Now he needs to be at short range because he is a short range Arty. But mine's taking up a position just the other side of this house, which is fairly dangerous because he might get spotted by the enemy across the valley. He's within their view range. He's now looking to where the Arty's located. Now, if you remember correctly, it was in grid square K3 and it was around about those bushes. He's marked the spot on the ground to let his teammates know. Come in and have a look. If he is still there, he'll get a sighting straight away. If he's not still there, well, he's not. Okay, so he has moved. And there he is. He actually moved down to the next bush down. And he got the kill shot in. He fired a quick one in. Unfortunately, we lost the KV2 though. He was taken out by the enemy Achilles. So it's now 4 versus 3. With 3 Arty and a heavy tank. The KV2 against 2 tank destroyers and 1 Arty. The Achilles, the IKV-65 and an M44. And mine's now trying to guess where the M44 might be located. He probably didn't have a chance to drive away when the enemy when our tank suddenly appeared, so he's probably not that far away from the cap. But you never know, because sometimes Arty players do look at their minimaps and they see what's actually happening and they relocate as quickly as they can. And my saying that they should go and proxy them. That's it, get close enough so you can actually spot where they are and then allow him to hit them. He's guessing where the enemy tank destroyers are going to be located, somewhere in those bushes, so they can see who's actually going into the caps and get the resets. And Mai's setting himself up behind cover now. He's got those buildings in between, which is a good idea. He's now looking at the bushes. There's 12 shells he's got left in his magazine. Don't see any tracer coming out of those bushes. Mai's got binoculars himself. That means that his view range, which is normally 265 meters, will be extended by 25%. So he would see about 300 meters, but that's not going to... You can see on the minimap where the view range is. He can see to just about to the other side of the valley. But of course, if they've got camo, that's going to protect them a little as they get closer across the valley. And there's one of them that's been spotted over on the east side of the map. Mai hasn't moved. He realizes now. He adjusts his aim. It's the IKV. Oh, and he's found the Burt. Line up the shots. Wants to hit the IKV, not the Burt. He should be able to get him with a splash kill. Waiting for the reload. Oh, we lost the Burt. And he gets the kill. So that's his 5th kill of the game. There's still that Achilles out there and the M44. I'd be very tempted to get into the cap and force them to reveal their position. But no, he's going to go across the valley and relocate, locate them by finding them, by proxy spotting. The M44 on the other member, the other M44 is covering him at the moment as he moves into spot. Now he's pretty good at shotgunning, so he should be able to get a shot into the enemy at close range if he needs to. They must be in this area because the only way they can actually get shots on the cap is by seeing the cap. And there's one of the... Oh, it's the Achilles! And it looks like he was moving to go to our cap. And oh, he just got hit by the M44. And we now know where the M44 is. He's behind him. He manually aims that one in. The Achilles fires and misses. Let's hope that his teammate in the other M44 is quick enough on the draw. Here comes the Achilles coming in for the kill. He's not loaded yet. He misses the first shot. Go for it. Yes! Top gun. But we now know the M44 is behind us. And we're now in the last minute of the game. The KV2 is capping. But there's not enough time for him to cap out. He'd need somebody else in the cap with him in order to do it. So they have to find the M44 and shotgun him. And, well, Mai has got no hit points left. He's only got 10 left after that encounter with the Achilles. And the M44 was in the tree line somewhere around about here. So he's going in for the shotgun. There he is. He's found him. Yes! What a way to win the game with only 10 hit points left. And he gets hit by the round from his teammate. The splash hit the other M44. Wow, what an ending. 12 seconds left on the clock right at the end. Mai wins the game for the team, and look at the medals he wins. He's got an ace tanker in the M44. He got a duelist for taking down 2 tanks who damaged him. A bruiser medal for getting at least 5 critical hits in this one. He got 25. A Gore's medal for doing more damage than 8 times the hit points of his own vehicle. High caliber for dealing the most damage in the game. And a Top Gun for getting at least 6 kills. He actually ended up with 7. And you have to scroll the page to see all of the hits that he made on the enemy. His win rate from the battle was 12,722. And you can see from that why he has 3 marks of excellence on the barrel. Yep, that's a great score, Mai. Well done. Let's have a look at the team score. 3,089 hit points. That's nearly double what the... or is it double? It is more than double the next highest scorer, which was the Burt with 1,513. And then the next high score after that was the KV2 on the enemy team with 1,303. When it came to kills, 7 kills, which is nearly half of the enemy team. 4 kills went to the Burt, 3 kills went to the Budgie. And when it came to base XP, it's the M44 of Mai, who was actually anonymised in this battle. He got 1,322 base, which is very, very high indeed. And 766 went to the Burt, 675 went to the KV2. And the other M44 on the team got a Confederate as well. And very brave play by Mai to go hunting for the enemy to try and shotgun them. Let's have a look at the detail. 29 shots fired, 11 direct hits, 3 penetration, 26 splash. Damage of 3,089 hit points, of which 2,441 were at more than 300 meters. So you can see 600 hit points of damage at fairly close range and 3 penetrating shots on the enemy. He received 1 hit. It was a penetration. That was from the Achilles. And 1 hit by way of splash damage. The M44 shotgunned him in the back whilst he was engaging the Achilles, but luckily that M44 player was not as good as all that, because he could have killed Mai if he got the shell in the right spot. 1 enemy vehicle spotted, that was the M44. 12 enemy vehicles damaged, so there was only 3 enemies he didn't touch in the entire game, and 7 enemies destroyed. 276 hit points of damage assistance, 209 hit points of stun assist off 19 stuns. On a premium count, he earned 53,454 credits, and after repair, ammunition, resupply and consumables, took away 6,715 credits. He picked up 25 bonds for that battle, he certainly earned them, and 1,983 XP for the game, times 2 for the first victory, 3,966 experience points altogether. As he says, click click, one of the greatest M4 games, RNG. Well, it certainly was. It was an excellent game, and you were not only smacking those heavies up on top of the hill, but then to actually go hunting the enemy at the end because of the pressure of time, and you didn't have enough left, and you had to find the enemy and kill them within that last minute. And with only 12 seconds to spare, killing the last enemy, the M44, with a shotgun. And that guy wasn't ready for you. He just didn't know you were there. He couldn't see you until he came out of the bushes, and by then it was too late. So very well done, Mai. If you enjoyed that replay, please give this video a like and do subscribe to our channel, please. And thanks for watching.